Good morning and welcome to Friday, the last day of our week together. And it's been such a great time just sharing with you about the promise and the covenant made to Abraham and how that relates to you and me. But what is our purpose? Abraham had a purpose. God was using Abraham. Through Abraham, we would see Jesus. And that God was going to reveal himself through the lineage of Abraham. And God still wants to reveal himself and is still revealing himself even through us today. It says in 2 Corinthians that that we have been given the message of reconciliation, and we are therefore Christ's ambassadors. We are God's representatives today here in our society on earth, trying to tell people to come back to God. That is our purpose. Jesus said it to the disciples, or prayed to God for the disciples, that his prayer was not for them alone, but those who would believe in him through their message. That's us. He said that they may be one, Father, just as you are in me and I am in you. May they be one, so that the world would know you have sent me. And I believe, and I've shared this with you before, and you might think, yeah, well, we've talked about this. Well, that's because our purpose hasn't changed. It never has changed. Our purpose is to show the world who Jesus is, who God is, and that they need to come and believe in and follow Jesus themselves. Something I want you to think about, as we talked about, and our purpose is to unify. We have to get past, the things that make us different, whether our belief system and whether what we believe about culture, what we believe about politics, what we believe about anything that keeps us separate. And we need to unify, because our purpose is that once we are one, then the world will believe Jesus. Jesus says himself in Revelation that we wonder, when is the second coming of Christ? And he talks about it. He says, when all the world knows me, that's when I'll return. So what's our part? He says the world will believe in me once all of his people are one and we have all shared that message of reconciliation. Jesus again in Revelation says, look, I am coming soon. My reward is with me, and I will give to each person according to, here's the key, what they have done. God has given us a purpose, folks. Jesus has given us a purpose, and our reward, according to Jesus, will be based on what we have done with the message that we have received. It's not necessarily, it doesn't say, I will give to them their reward, based on what they believe or according to what they believed. It's what we've actually done with what God has given us. So we must unify, we must testify, and we must serve God first and each other. That's how we'll receive our reward when this world is over and we're standing in front of Jesus. And he says, look, I have all of these for you based on what you've done. What would you receive? Would it be little, or would it be all the riches of heaven? That's up to you, and it's up to me. We have all the tools we need. God is going to give us everything we need. He gave us a path. He gave us protection. He gives us hope. He gives us blessings. He gives us a purpose. Do you know your purpose now? My prayer is that you do, and that now that you do, and you know what your purpose is, that you would go out and live that purpose. Love you, Yosemite Church. I enjoy spending time with you. I enjoy praying for you. I enjoy sharing with you. And I hope you enjoy the rest of your day. May God bless you. May God keep you. May he shine his face upon you and give you peace today. Love you. Talk to you soon.